we go. Game number 2, Jason versus Creature. Jason leading up the series 1-0. Will we have a repeat, or will this man in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, the blue Protoss player representing Team Ascension, turn things around? Give it up for Creature.
You can do better than that. He went carriers last game. He gave it all for you. But spawning down in the bottom left position, looking to close it up and become the 8th and final player for Kings of the North, round robin bracket, top 8. Give it up for Kreyes Jason. That's better.
We're getting there. We're waking back up.
We do see the Rax gas coming out from Jason. I expect it'll be more of this Marine into Reactor stuff that he's been favoring. I don't think we'll see a Reaper, but you never know. And I think once... Oh, Creature actually this time did not go for his kind of special wall-off that he's kind of favored in this matchup on the high ground. It lets him get wall-in across, so he's not doing that this time.
I think not really as concerned about Reapers, especially on New Gettysburg. So maybe because he's not as concerned, he's like, you know what? Pylons are actually a valuable commodity in the early game for PvT.
Yeah.
You might as well get them in place to help deal with the future Widowmine drops, the Marine drops, the Liberator pressure.
Oh, and as I say that, as we talk about, well, as I talk about a lack of Reaper builds, we see him building a Reaper.
Yeah.
So both of them actually adjusting a little bit. Jason adjusting to what Creature was doing and saying, I bet you won't do that again. And Creature psyching himself out saying, you won't do that this time, so I'm not going to defend against Reapers.
Yeah. Command Center also coming down behind it, and Jason is going to try and put on a little bit of pressure and get some scouting information. Creature still has his pylon set up in a good spot. He shouldn't be taking any damage. Really, the Reaper in PvT is falling out of the meta just because Photon Overcharge deals with it so quickly. But even forcing out those Photon Overcharges is a bit of a win in and of itself for a Terran player.
Yes, Poke Bunny was able to beat True by... In one of the games, he forced out a very... Actually, not True. He was able to beat Need.
True has
in one of the
interesting
games.
Protoss.
Yeah, by forcing out an early Photon Overcharge with that Reaper. I'm just so impressed by all the high names, good names that Poke Bunny was able to beat.
Yeah, absolutely. Reaper does get pushed back, though, and Stargate comes down immediately behind all this. We'll see if the Reaper gets an opportunity to move back into the main base, but even just keeping the Adept at home is actually a really nice win, because it means Creature's not the one that's moving out across the map, scouting around. Instead, just focusing on killing off the Reaper. If he gets one more shot, he will maybe be able to kill it off, but doesn't look like it.
No, nice use of the high-low ground there to jump away. And this is the first time we've actually seen a Stargate opener, I think, in PvT. Except, sorry, there was that one game on Frost where he went Phoenix. Yeah. But this could be the first time he goes Oracle. Make me right, Creature? What do you say?
Maybe.
Hey, look at that. My man.
Definitely could be pretty effective. We'll see whether or not Jason is going to be burrowing those Widow Mines inside the mineral line.
Oh, he actually canceled the Shades. They might have actually gotten that Reaper.
Yeah, I think the high ground vision was he was afraid of, that the Reaper would just get up to the high ground.
He did it. He took the safer route and didn't want to take more damage, but does force out the pylon overcharge, but it is going to get that Reaper.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Jason looks to be building a medevac once again. And probably going to go for that 8 Marine drop. And this is the first time we'll actually see if that Widow Mine is... Oh, he recognized... Good on you, Creature.
People finally learn New Gettysburg... New Gettysburg is not friendly for air units.
There we go. And there is a Widow Mine somewhere on the map. It
is
in the mineral line. Oh, he recognizes it, though.
Nice identification. Now, for those who don't know, the Widow Mines temporarily reveal themselves when you get too close to them as they start to lock on. So really good reaction time from Creature. Being able to keep that Oracle alive, gets the Revelation down. It's going to be able to just keep an eye on this one, especially considering there's going to be a drop supposedly coming out pretty soon.
Yeah, supposedly. There is another Oracle on the map. Creature, interesting decision to go for 2. He will need to get a bit of damage done, but the Oracle has so much utility in PvT that he doesn't need to get that damage done now. He can get that damage done over the next 4 minutes, 5 minutes, even. They'll continue to have utility as long as he can keep casting Revelation on the Terran drops.
Yeah, and even just beyond getting Revelations down, it's just generally you're moving across the map, you're getting an eye on your
Nice.
opponent, killing off some workers here and there is always really nice as well. Oh, ends up almost losing that
the
other
boost
one,
comes
but the
in.
boost.
Is he going to be able to hunt it down?
He
Going for
finds
it.
Marines.
He
not
turned
able to
away at the
connect.
last second.
Yeah.
Oh, but he's hunting. He's not taking no for an answer.
He's on the lookout, but I don't think he's going to find it as the medevac is moving in an opposite direction or a different direction than the Oracle. Liberator comes on in, though. Photon Overcharge is available, and we'll be able to get a lot of shots off on that Liberator.
Not going to, yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to do any damage with this.
Yeah, mostly just kind of getting a bit of scouting information now. It's confirming no robotics bay down. Sees a lot of the gateways coming out, and Liberator is going to go down. Not really getting a whole lot done.
This looks like a very aggressive push. Ooh, I like this stasis ward. Might actually be able to catch this drop. Seeing all those gateways is going to make Jason think that there's a very aggressive attack coming in. Oh, nice! Gets all 7 Marines, and he moves in on top of it and says, you know, you think you're hunting me, or the Oracle just went like full Steve Irwin or like Predator on him. I don't know. A movie of some kind, but he did it good.
Yeah. That medevac is like, okay, guys, have fun. I'm out.
Yeah, I'll totally. He's actually going
coming
for
in.
it.
Whoa! Is he gonna do it? He gets away! What an amazing play. Jason saving his units.
I know exactly what movie that was. That was Saving Private Ryan.
You think that he's gonna leave him there, but then they come back with reinforcements.
That was Saving Private Ryan and his 6 other brothers. What a fantastic movie.
Wow.
Guys, can we just have peace now? That was beautiful.
Which one is Ryan? Which one?
Which one is Ryan? Whichever one makes it to the end of the movie. Because we need to send him to space, so it can cost us another $100 trillion to get him back.
Of course. All right, well, all of that aside, Creature is still leading up a bit in supply. He's going to be finishing up all of his gateways, and he wasn't getting any transitionary tech out. He's really just going for that big gateway force to try and put some pressure on his opponent. Now, he can eventually get up some other tech. He's getting up a Dark Shrine. That's obviously going to be nice. But really, he's just adding on more gateways. He's getting up Resonating Glaives. He's getting up his weapon upgrades. And I think he wants to try and do a lot of damage to that 3rd expansion.
It's that wounded one. The wounded one is the one.
That's Ryan.
Oh, he gets healed up first. I wish we could hotkey that guy and see his progress for the rest of the map.
One day, one day. Army moves out, though. This is going to be the big moment. Creature wants to potentially end the game right here. Maybe get at least enough damage done that the Dark Templars can also continue the pressure, but he got some Immortals in the mix. He's got Guardian Shield available to him. Let's see how much damage he can get done. Where is the Warp Prism, actually? He really does need a Warp Prism.
I really want to, yes, he does. And I really want to see Jason build some SimCity right now to help with this attack, because this is a very committed attack. I think he might be on, 10 Adepts, 10 Gateways right now. Resonating Glaives is not done. He should not push in before that's done.
Yeah, probably just going to do a little bit of scare tactics over here.
Oh, big Widowmine shot.
Yeah, softens up some of those units. But Force Field's actually being used. Forget Guardian
that
Shield.
actually could be really big to let him move into the natural.
Yeah, Siege Tanks do get moved forward, though, getting a couple of more pot shots off. It looks like we have some Dark Templars in the mix, and at the same time, Resonating Glaives is very close to finishing up. Is he going to be able to utilize it?
He's taking so much damage from Siege Tanks right now.
He is, but at the same time, the DTs are going to go uncontested. There's nothing there to actually deal with them.
The SCV is going to make a citizen's arrest on that DT. Well done, and Creature being a little bit hesitant right now. Oh, and the Liberation Zones are going to make this so much more difficult to go into.
I mean, really
baiting out the force fields. Good job by Jason.
Yeah, manages to get a couple of units down to the low ground. 4th expansion being taken behind this. Creature is starting to think about transitions out as he realizes this is not necessarily going to end the game. But his army is very bunched up, and Jason has made his way down the ramp.
Oh, the Adepts can get into the natural, though. This is going to force a move from Jason.
Stalker is actually going to get caught off guard, though. I don't know if he can do this. He does.
Oh, the force fields are actually going to protect Jason now.
And now the Adepts are going to try and make their way out. A lot of them are going to go down in the process, though. He says you are not going to get out of here without losing some of these.
All but 4 go down. He is going to be able to take down the tanks, but he needs to actually shoot them.
Oh my god, those force fields locking out the entire Marine Marauder force, and the Adepts are still alive. They're actually taking out the siege tanks.
2 Adepts alive left in the other base, but I think overall that was a really good trade for Jason. Oh, actually going to get the Warp Prism too.
Yeah, got to be very careful on the retreat over here. He does have a couple of force seals left over. He decides to use them. He's going to use them over at the ramp, locking the units out, but...
Oh, he needs to run down that army. I think Jason can take this army down.
Yeah, got to be still careful. A lot of his units are stimmed up, but Blink Stalker is being utilized, but he moves in with the sentries. I don't think that was a good idea. He's going to end up losing almost every single one of them.
No concussive shells, so it's not going to slow down these units, but we do see a lot of damage being done, and Creature is really plummeting an army supply. But look at all the Adepts getting right on top of the army.
Oh no, that army is way too stimmed up. He cannot take on this force. Liberator's not siege up either. They finally do siege up, but is it a little bit too late?
I don't think so. I think I would like to see him move back, and just for the sole reason of healing up his army. I believe that Ryan is still alive in there, and I want him to make it home. That's him now. Congratulations, Ryan. You're a hero.
Just decided that your name is, if your name wasn't Ryan before, it is now.
It is now. That's going to be awkward when he lifts up his visor and Mom's like, "You're not my son."
You're not my son. Well, we do finally have armor upgrade actually coming out for Creatures. Playing a bit of catch up in that. I think he already had some of the weapon upgrades done. But 4th expansion finishing up such a long time ago for Creature was a really, really big thing. Because you have to remember, this army with so many Adepts is actually okay with trading out versus pure bio. Some of the Liberators get into the mix, but really not a massive number. And Creature just has a better economy than Jason.
Yeah, he does. And important to note is that the Liberator count did not spiral out of control. And especially on this map. Oh, please don't go into those Widow Mines. Oh, actually going to try and... Nope, not bait them out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just getting a bit of extra vision for a couple of moments.
Yeah.
A bit of a coincidence. But we do have a fleet beacon kind of like coming on down. So Tempest most likely going to be on the way eventually.
Yeah, and this time, I love this. He's finally getting the Templar Archives sooner.
Yeah. Definitely mixing it up throughout all of the games.
Oh! Today. He actually forced a stim right there.
Nice.
That doesn't matter that much because he has a lot of medevac energy, but now he doesn't have as much.
Moral victory.
Yeah.
Now the feedbacks won't one-shot the medevacs.
Oh, jeez. The new anti-mind game.
Yeah. Just stim up your army at random.
Yeah.
Never know what's going to hit them.
Bolt used to do that.
Yeah.
We do see a bit of harassment coming down at this 4th base, but not going to really do anything, just a single Adept.
Yeah, single Adept not quite able to do as much. But
he's throwing down 3 more Stargates? Or was it just 2 more?
I think it's 2 more. We are going to have a lot of them coming on out.
Yeah, so we'll be up to 4.
Yep.
Oh, wow, actually letting the Shades finish. Shading past the army. I don't like this decision at all.
Yeah, he's going to try and shade back and just buy as much time as possible. Might be able to get a couple of worker kills here and there, but the rest of the Bioforce is moving over to greet them. And, I mean, Adepts are they're not trading out that poorly because you have to remember Creature's going to try and remax the supply, but still, this was his army buffer. I don't think he wanted to trade them out like this.
And we have Ryan leading the charge once again, chasing those Adepts away.
I don't know.
Meanwhile, on the other side, 6 or 7 more Ryans doing even more things.
Creature is just trying to buy as much time as possible with these Adepts, but I am really worried that he just gave away too much. The army supply really does tell the tale. He's sitting at almost half, and even though, yes, 4 Tempests at a time is really scary. Yes, Psystorm is on the way. Even if Psystorm finishes up, can he actually take on this army?
I don't think so. He just threw away about 45 army supply. That was, it might have even been more than that. He threw away a ton. Oh, but I love this.
Stasis traps, it's all about buying time. He's trying to go for a new expansion up on the high ground, but Tempest getting caught. Army's not going to go over to those stasis traps. In fact, he may never even end up encountering them if he goes along this route.
Yeah, he actually baited him away from the stasis traps by building that 5th base.
The anti-mind game coming into effect once again.
Yes.
Psystorms are going to be much more powerful.
Board. But this one is in front of his opponent.
Yeah. And the Psystorms are going to be much more powerful as Jason tries to move down the ramp over here. As it's going to be able to zone out a lot more of the army, but Jason is not just overcommitting into this. He's gradually sieging up some of those Liberators, trying to just gradually take out that Nexus.
Yeah, and this is the slow push that could send him into the top 8. Oh, big storms coming down from Creature, though.
Doing a nice job so far. whittling away at that army.
Actually doing a lot of damage right there with those storms.
He's still got a lot of storms left as well. He's got at least 3 or 4. Tempest getting caught out of position, a little bit awkward. Liberator is actually not moving forward. Storm's going down, taking out a good chunk of the bio. Those Liberators are going to have to get out of there pretty soon.
And Creature holds. And looks like Epson wants us to exceed our vision again.
All right, we're getting our monitors back. I'm not actually sure if it's going down for the stream as well. I don't think it's going down for the stream.
I hope not.
Yeah. All right, but here we go. Army's moving on in. Storm's actually blanketing the army right now. It's mostly Marauders left, but it just doesn't seem like there's actually going to be enough. The Tempest also slowly whittling away at that Bioforce, and very soon can actually get on top of the Liberators as well.
Oh,
Nexus
the Nexus
is
is going really low.
Is he going to be able to save it? I don't think so, no. 4th expansion goes down, and that is a lot of the mining for Creature. So Creature, oddly enough, going from this great economic position, even has 67 workers, but 67 workers to work on what, Steadfast?
To work on bettering themselves.
Oh, man.
A noble task. But we do have Jason taking a pretty big lead right there. Oh, these Widow Mines. Oh, can they do it?
Oh, the little Widow Mines that could. Ironically
He might
enough,
have
all of the
burrowed them
probes
too
are going to
early.
leave first. Yeah.
That's one.
It's going to gradually get a couple.
Oh, there's one more about to come off cooldown.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
Oh, he knew.
Touche, touche. Does he have an observer?
He has a photon cannon and a dream.
A photon cannon and a dream.
And multiple observers, actually.
Okay. Observer is getting over there, but his army
there might
is
be
not.
more that are ready to
His army
shoot.
isn't there anymore. His army is busy moving across the map right now.
I think that at least 3 of those Widow Mines are going to shoot again.
Yeah, keep an eye on that work count, but here we go, the big engagement. Stasis grabbing so much of the army, even catching a ghost or 2 over there. EMP's not able to make it on top of the High Templars.
Looks like Creature hasn't taken any big shots from those Widow Mines yet. I think they did just get... that's not the...
Guys?
That's not how that works.
Guys?
Don't do that. That's the Terran player force fielding out the Protoss Stalker with their bodies.
With his body. All right, well, here we go. We're going to see another engagement. And there's not exactly that many Psystorms left over anymore. There's one High Templar that's spot out. Another one joins into the fray. But, I mean, really only 2 or 3 High Templars. He needs to land those Storms if he wants to take a good engagement. But he's also trying to retake the top expansion. He retook his 4th expansion. He's getting his economy back up and mining. It does seem like I think we had a couple of Widow Mine hits going down, knocking out some of those workers.
I think so. Just a couple workers going down, though. Jason actually does need to take a 5th base pretty soon. I think he's may not even be mining on 2 full bases at this point. His natural's mined out. His 3rd is starting to mine out. His 4th is pretty healthy.
Oh, this is going to be a really difficult expansion to defend against a player that has so many Tempests. Now, the Vikings are coming out, so it's going to be helpful.
Yes.
But is it going to be enough? Are there enough Vikings out to deal with the Tempests?
That's a good question. What is that Viking count at? We'll have to take a look.
Yeah, War Prism also coming out, but 14
Vikings and 5 ghosts. No Liberators on the map.
Yeah. You know, as much as I was talking about, are there enough Vikings out to deal with the Tempest? There is also a point where you overcommit to Vikings, where you say, cool, I killed all the Tempests, and all of my bio died. Whoops.
Oh. This is a result I didn't want.
Yeah. Still, Jason leading up a lot in supply. He's almost maxed out at this point, so he may be looking to push across the map, and that would be a great way to secure his expansion, is just say, I'm going to secure this through aggression. If I am attacking my opponent, all of his army is too busy defending to actually put any kind of counter pressure on.
Absolutely, and he's been good about that, about keeping the pressure on, has Jason.
Oh, High Templars.
Oh,
getting
EMPs!
Oh my
Everything!
God! Massive EMPs. Creature is on an all-out retreat right now. He may even be facing against another stim from Jason, who is just getting so many free pickups, not just on all the ground boards, but the Tempest also going down.
Ooh, Stasis Ward on the bottom side, but is it enough? I don't think so. Jason pushing in right here. Storm comes down, but it's not going to be enough to finish off this army. Vikings can land. GG, well played. Jason advances
2-0. And he's going to be moving on to day number 2, our last contestant that advances.